For billions of years, space was a silent, dark expanse. But then, something incredible happened. A nearby star, ancient and massive, reached the end of its life. It didn't just fade away. It exploded in a supernova, one of the most violent events in the universe. This cosmic explosion wasn't just destruction, it was creation. Sent a powerful shockwave ripping through a vast cold cloud of gas and dust that was just floating aimlessly. This shockwave was the trigger, the cosmic push that started everything. Before this moment, that cloud was stable, a quiet nursery of potential. But the supernova's energy compressed it, causing it to collapse under its own gravity. Imagine a spinning figure skater pulling their arms in to spin faster. That's what happened to this cloud. It began to spin faster and faster, flattening into a massive rotating disk we now call the solar nebula. At the very center of this swirling disk, the pressure and temperature became absolutely immense. Gas and dust crushed together with unimaginable force. It got so hot, so dense, that a new star ignited. Our star, the Sun. A young, brilliant star, blazing to life, instantly becoming the gravitational heart of this brand new system. But the story doesn't end there. Surrounding the newborn Sun was a chaotic, swirling disk of leftover material ice, rock, and gas. Think of it as cosmic debris from the construction site. This disk was a violent place. Countless small particles, no bigger than grains of sand, started colliding. But instead of bouncing off each other, they began to stick together. A process called accretion. Tiny grains became pebbles. Pebbles clumped into rocks, and rocks smashed together to form boulders. These weren't gentle taps. They were high-speed, brutal collisions. Over millions of years, these boulders grew into massive bodies called planetesimals, some hundreds of miles across. Our early solar system was a cosmic demolition derby, with these giant planetesimals constantly crashing into each other, merging, growing, and clearing out their orbits. It was survival of the fittest on a planetary scale. In this chaotic dance, 4 rocky worlds began to take shape in the warmer inner region of the disk: Mercury, Venus, Mars, and our own planet, Earth. But the Earth we know today, this beautiful blue marble, was born from fire and violence. Its early form was a molten ball of rock, constantly bombarded by asteroids and comets left over from the solar system's formation. This period is called the Late Heavy Bombardment, and it was relentless. The surface of the young Earth was a hellscape of lava oceans and constant impacts. Then came the single most important and violent event in our planet's history. A protoplanet, about the size of Mars, which scientists have named Theia, was on a collision course with our young Earth. It wasn't a glancing blow. They smashed into Earth with unimaginable force, a cosmic impact so powerful it nearly obliterated both worlds. The collision was cataclysmic. It tilted Earth on its axis, giving us our seasons. The impact vaporized huge portions of both bodies, blasting a colossal cloud of molten rock and debris into orbit around the wounded Earth. But out of this utter devastation came a moment of beautiful creation. Gravity, the silent architect of the cosmos, went to work once again. It began to pull this ring of debris together. Over thousands of years, this material coalesced, cooled, and formed a new, smaller sphere. This was the birth of our moon. The presence of the moon was a game-changer for Earth. Its gravity stabilized our planet's wobble, preventing wild and extreme climate swings that would have made life impossible. It also created powerful tides in Earth's molten oceans, stirring the primordial soup of chemicals, which might have been the crucial spark needed for life to begin. The most violent event in our planet's history gave us our closest celestial companion, the silent guardian that lights up our night sky. As the solar system began to settle down, the bombardment slowed. Earth started to cool. The water vapor that had been trapped in the atmosphere and delivered by comets and asteroids during the bombardment finally condensed and fell as rain. It rained for centuries, maybe even millions of years, filling the basins and craters, forming the first oceans. Beneath the waves of these new oceans, something truly miraculous was about to happen. In the darkness, near hydrothermal vents gushing superheated, mineral-rich water from the planet's core, the first simple, single-celled organisms emerged. Life had begun. It was fragile, microscopic, but it was tenacious. For billions of years, these simple life forms dominated the planet, slowly, patiently transforming it. They began to produce oxygen, releasing it into the atmosphere. This was a slow-motion revolution, gradually creating the air we breathe today. This great oxidation event was actually toxic to much of the early life that created it. But it paved the way for new, more complex life forms to evolve organisms that could use oxygen to generate energy far more efficiently. The stage was set for the Cambrian explosion, a burst of evolutionary creativity where life diversified into countless new forms. The ancestors of nearly all animals alive today appeared in the oceans during this incredible period. Life crawled out of the oceans and onto the land. Plants took root, creating forests. Insects, amphibians, and reptiles followed. The age of the dinosaurs began, a reign that lasted for over 150 million years, a testament to life's ability to thrive and dominate. But the universe wasn't finished with its violent interventions. About 66 million years ago, another cosmic visitor arrived. A 6-mile-wide asteroid, traveling at tens of thousands of miles per hour, slammed into the Yucatan Peninsula in modern-day Mexico. The impact was more powerful than billions of nuclear bombs. It triggered global earthquakes, tsunamis, and volcanic eruptions. A cloud of dust and soot enveloped the planet, blocking out the sun for years, causing a global winter that led to the extinction of the dinosaurs and about 75% of all species on Earth. It was another mass extinction, another moment of planetary devastation. But once again, from the ashes of destruction came opportunity. With the giant dinosaurs gone, the small, shrew-like mammals that had been hiding in the shadows for millions of years suddenly had a chance. They survived, they diversified, and they thrived in this new world. One branch of these mammals evolved into primates. And from those primates, a new kind of consciousness emerged. A species that could look up at the moon and not just see a light in the sky, but understand its origin. A species that could study the stars and piece together the violent, chaotic, and ultimately beautiful story of its own creation. That's us. We are the legacy of a star that died. We are born from the collision of worlds. We are shaped by the gravity of a moon that was born from a planetary catastrophe. Our blood contains iron forged in the heart of ancient, long-dead stars. We breathe the oxygen created by microscopic life over billions of years. The entire violent, improbable history of the solar system is written into our DNA. So the next time you look up at the night sky, the moon, and the countless stars, remember the incredible journey. Remember the violence, the chaos, and the sheer cosmic luck that allows you to be here, right now, looking up and wondering. We are not just living in the universe. The universe is living within us. Thanks for watching. If you found this journey as amazing as I did, hit that like button and subscribe for more stories from our incredible cosmos.